You see, if you are talking the people talking about beavers, you ask them what and how much do they know about beavers? And the first thing is this: what is the full meaning of the beavers, and what function is it supposed to do? The beavers is like an iPad, or just like your phone.
Okay.
The first thing is that they know that some people will come and vote, and if they are coming to vote, they need the card. The card is what will now guarantee you to vote. So how are we sure that you are the owner of the card? And they say, okay, let us now use a system that will
ensure that the card
verify an accredited voter. So, and how are we going to do? They said they are going to use 2 modes. That's why we have bimodal. 2 modes, and what are the modes? They will check with your face and maybe the fingerprint. So any one of them they can use, and that's why it is bimodal voter
accreditation system.
That's the function, just like our phone. Then the other one is this: they know that okay, instead of people to start looking for wherever, they say okay, let us now create a platform where whatever result that will be sent, you can sit down in the comfort of your home and watch. That is the IREP. But people now say it is the server. It is not the server. It is just a platform created.
Is this supposed to be like that?
Because I'm coming, sir. So in this case, people are now saying the transmission. I watched the Senate president when he was talking about the transmission issue. He said it is not sacrosanct that they will transmit. Transmission, is it, what is Beavers going to transmit? The snapped result. That is what is going to transmit. It is not, when you vote like this, you are not voting with the Beavers machine. You don't use the Beavers machine to vote. You use another place, you go to another place to vote. And that thing is not going to transmit. The one that is going to transmit result is the phone. That is a Beavers machine. When they snap the result, at the end of the day, the collected result will now be sent to the IREP. When people are arguing that is a breach of whatever, I now ask them with an analogy. I said, okay, well, if the cameraman promised to give us, the 2 of us, 10,000 naira, and he pays it into your account, and I'm supposed to leave here on time, and we agree that yours is 7,000, mine is 3,000, and you said you are going to transfer it to me, then whether you are lying or it's a fact, you said this network is bad. Okay, transfer this and I'm going. You said
should we? Okay.
Let me just
like this thing you are saying now. Did the INEC educate us before the election? This thing you just said.
So that means the INEC were not, they weren't clear, they were not transparent at the initial stage. Is that the point? No, because based on the analogy that you have made, was that some kind of shenanigan play?
No, what I'm saying there, that analogy is that if at the end of the day, you said you could not transfer the money to me,
which could be true or false.
True or false. And I said, okay, before you go now, since you are in the haste, take 3,000 naira cash. Then I say, okay, you have breached the contract.
Okay, so
and that takes us back. That takes us back to the foundation of election collation, which is a copy that has been given to each party agent. So if there's any problem there, then you take the hard copy that you have and show it there.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
No, ask him the question.
Okay, let me ask the question. Let me ask the question, all right?
Okay.
As an individual, as a Nigerian, as an electorate, was this election credible, free and fair?
It was free.
So, no, I'm sir, I've been voting since 1979. And if anybody is coming to say the election is the worst, then I will ask him when that person started voting. 79, I voted when I was in secondary school. I voted for Awolowo in my village, Akunakoko. Then we'll thumbprint like that. Multiple times we'll go, we'll come back. In 2019, when war was ravaging Borno State delivered over 1 million votes for Baba Buhari. In Abia, where there was no war, they could not deliver. The total number of votes there, I am sure, is less than 1 million or thereabout. So, in this past election, how many votes were delivered in Borno with the use of beavers? When you bring the two results at par, then you now know that one is more credible than the other. I want to tell you, before now, one person will collect, and that was when they were buying voters card. One person will use so many people's voters card. But the BVAS machine has eliminated that. But meanwhile, I want to tell Nigerians and the whole world that there was one flaw of BVAS. I've said this several places where I have the opportunity to talk. BVAS, INEC has been unable to clean up the voters register. There is still multiple registration. And meanwhile, it is just a matter of maybe filtering. They want to have filtered the register. In my own presence, in the last election on February 25, 2023, I saw somebody who, not even one, about 3 or 4 people who voted at the other side and came to the other side to come and vote with card. That means they registered there, they had a card. They registered there, they have the card.
But the 2022 Electoral Act, that was one of the things it came to. I mean,
yes,
to cut off. So how comes?
I'm not saying. You know, I said when when you look at the percentage, there is an improvement over the other one. There is an improvement over the other.
So it wasn't 100%.
It was not 100%, but far better than the ones that we have been having. You understand me? Far better than the ones that we have been having. But that does not mean.
Till tomorrow, Trump is still saying they rigged him out with the election. How? In the whole US. So these things are everywhere. It's not only Nigeria.
And Obi is claiming that he won.
Obi didn't win.
Then I challenge anybody who has seen the grounds that Obi took to the courts. Check very well. You will see something there. You are going to see something there. The aspiration to ensure that Tinubu is disqualified.
Yes, now.
And when you go for that, the only place where he said that he won in 2/3 of the 24 states, he said when the wasted votes of Tinubu have been removed, that he has 2/3 of the states. And that he has 25% in FCT. That is the edge he's claiming over Atiku. So his ground is that disqualify Tinubu. The moment you disqualify Tinubu, his votes will be wasted, and that one will be cancelled. The remaining votes that he has 25%. I challenge anybody to go and check. I'm not a lawyer, but I'm a trained journalist, certificated one. So then about the 25% in FCT. Then for about 30 years I've been an editor.
Let me say something. You know, they said an FCT.
That's
so a lot of persons have come to say, okay, go ahead.
I've been an editor for over 23 years or so. So, and when you are listing items, Corolla, comma, Peugeot, comma, Datsun, comma, and Nissan. That is the way you see. That means you are taking them one by one. So that means Nissan and Datsun, they are not together because there is a comma there.
Okay.
But we make the mistake. I'm talking about grammar. The moment you remove the comma there, that means you are joining Nissan and Datsun together. One funny thing is that I saw one of the articles of one of the lawyers. It's a son. When he was arguing about this, he went to introduce a semicolon after the states.
He put a semicolon there.
And he changed the whole thing. If
it's
it
a comma,
were to be,
you should put before and.
No,
you put a comma that is
no, either and formally and either and either you remove the comma or you put the and, it's still the same.
So
yeah.
So in this wise, FCT is quite. I'm not a lawyer. They are not the same. You understand me? So if anybody is now saying that okay, he has to have 25%, it's a lie. I watched.
So you are treating FCT as other states?
As one of the states, and when you are talking about 36 states of Nigeria and FCT, that is you are talking about the whole of the country. But if you now stop at 36 states and you stop, that means you are disregarding FCT. So you see, a good analogy is this. All of us normally see this thing where we have road construction. Slow down, men at work, that is it. But when you say slow, comma, down men at work, you know, different meaning. Yeah. Slow down, comma, men at work. Okay. Slow down men. You like slow down men at work. Different meanings. So when some people say, okay, some lawyers are arguing. I once had a case against Ondo State government. I did a contract. Somebody came and said, I took them to court and I won. I told my lawyer, I said, you are only lucky that you went to study law. But that does not mean that this one is not there. How many lawyers are sound? So we are talking about English. Let anybody who understands very well go and check that and see what it means.